we at TiE, we have more than 60 chapters all over the world. I don't think we are there in Taiwan, but we have presence in Singapore, we have in Boston, Silicon Valley, and many active chapters right here in India. And the goal is to collaborate and work with everyone. Okay? So I know that a lot of the other ecosystem players are also there on the chat. So what matters for us is that we bring people together, and fostering entrepreneurs and helping startup community is what we really care about, and this is our focus. Some very simple insights. Of course, a lot of reports are around, and people, some of these names are very, very, very familiar, right from your Swiggy to Swiggy, Zomato, Freshworks. There are many more, and let's not just talk about the unicorns, but also there are a lot of fantastic technology companies, especially around IoT, AR, VR, robotics. Some of these insights will be given by Mr. Arvind Tiwary anyway. But what I would like to put on record, and this is something that the conversations that we must take forward, is that these startups, these innovators are not just idea stage. They have created fantastic products. Many of these startups have actually, founders have worked with large companies internationally, and they have the capacity, capability, and also the innovation and IP with a fantastic team to make sure that they can take these products and these services to more and more countries. So I think that's something that we must keep in mind as we take these dialogues and build the bridges together. Some specific programs that we have been doing with various other countries also, and these are very open. These are some things that we have been sharing as best practices with the community and the ecosystem. And maybe this is something that when we develop our conversations further with our very good friends from Taiwan. So for example, the UK government also helped to work with us very closely, where we did a very deep dive. We made sure that the criteria were identified. It was around sustainability, IoT, water, education technology. We've selected 18 startups from about 500 odd applications. Okay, and a lot of work was done to the same way that we are talking and exchanging ideas. Taiwan must talk about what is the ecosystem of VCs, what is the ecosystem of accelerators that are there who would want to work with startups. Okay, so this was with the UK government. We also, as I said, work with a lot of accelerators where the focus area is that how can we mentor the existing startups of their portfolios and of their cohorts. So we bring these startups together, and what do the startups want? Go to market, funding access, understanding of technology. Can they get some technology support? Like today, it's not easy to run a business. You need a lot of support. You need a lot of advice. You need a lot of go-to-market connections. So these are the things. Plus, you have to understand about product market fit. You have to understand about the legal, how to take the product and service to global markets. So we can also work together with you in Taiwan, where if you can identify some of these very good people who will be able to mentor and give guidance on how to come into the market and build JVs and work with Taiwan startups and entrepreneurs and communities.
Indian startups for the last 4 years, around 10,000, roughly. So 10,000 is the number that we would say is all over, and about the major areas are, of course, Bangalore, NCR, and Mumbai area, but there are also a lot of small ones. And Taiwan, Honhai and others, the manufacturing Taiwan industries, we have done a lot in Coimbatore and Jaipur and other smaller places. We have about 4 billion of investments from VCs into the startup. So it's because it's a larger size. We have a lot of scope and industry, more connection. We have overall 330 investors, VCs, incubators. Many of them are corporate VCs. A lot of large companies, Shell, SAP, etc. also have VCs. They are there. Let me start with problems that the Indian startups are solving and are likely to be very good. So in healthcare, we have an unusual problem of bottom of pyramid. We need to do medical instrumentation, innovation at large scale, at low cost. So you may have heard of companies like SIGTuple, which does digital pathology. So you take a photograph of blood cells or a test, and it will do the diagnostics. Or Nirma, which is doing eye cancer detection out of photographs. So this is an unusual degree of specialized cameras and AI, for example, spectral insight. So in healthcare, there is a lot of very innovative startups which are building very innovative AI technology, which does not run on the cloud. It doesn't need an NVIDIA GPU consuming hundreds of watts of the power, which will run on the edge device. So there's a lot of innovation going there. There are companies like Tonboy, which is in thermal imaging, and they have just won contracts with the US Homeland Security, etc., which has developed specialized cameras, which does AI on the edge. It doesn't even need a CPU, etc., and they're doing very well. You have Detect, which does drone-based pipeline detection. Again, this is very unusual. So you can bring surveillance, detection, online things. Invento, which is a robotics company. In fact, in India, one of the areas where we could like to explore more in electronic vehicle technology, robotics, space. I hope that gives you a good feel for the range and depth. So we have a lot of variety and a lot of depth in the startups and deep tech that is happening. And a lot more of it will happen with collaboration.